Folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Rams. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Come on, set. Go to base.
This is Ronald Jones, played his collegiate ball on this field for USC. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is Jones. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And now Jackson will look to throw it. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 26.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Check 24. Check 24. Out. Watch twist.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Come on, fellas.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll run it with Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Jackson. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Hey, 5.
Out of the gun, Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Listen.
Gone. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 46-yard line. He goes to the like 20. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Check 52.
A shotgun snap for Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
DC. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
From the gun, here's Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
Now Goff gets this into the hands of Brandon Cooks. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker, can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Bucs 30-yard line. Go tonight, like 20. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, 5.
Now gone. He gets it to Gurley, complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Give me some. Give me some.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 7, Rams nothing.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Here's Gall. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 12-yard line. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game, and now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a 1st down. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game.
Slam. DC. We're good. Hey, Alpha. 55.
To throw is gone. His throw incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's 2nd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. This an easy one, 23-yarder. And that is no good. He pulled it just a wee bit wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the 1st half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Do better. Come on, QB, come on.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. He's got Evans. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Adams. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Jones. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Jackson will keep it. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 30. The 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. And maybe he exposed the ball a little too much there on the sneak. They wind up jarring it loose. They go all the way in for the score on the other side.
But when you take the ball into a pile of bodies, that mass, anything can happen. Even if you're trying to protect it well, sometimes it pops free, and you're exactly right. Big scrum, and then someone emerged and went the other way.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Bang, 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 bang. Check.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On second down now, it's Jones. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Set, ready. 59, mark. Check, 59. And what's that? And what's the ball? Check 59. It's 59.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Levante David in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Mike, 180. Hey, check. Kill.
This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you cross country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Now, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Cut. 120. Watch the curl. Hey, kill.
Goff on first down. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Hey, exit.
On first and 10, gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
76. 76.
Another try after the first down sack. Goff, and that one's complete to Gurley. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Like 20. All day, baby, all day. Orange, orange. 45 is the mic. We don't want this. 45 is the mic. 45 is the mic. Super one.
Third and long. It's gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. 21 yards there on third down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
76, tell him. 76.
Throwing on third. Gone. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
11. Go.
To throw again on second down. Goff nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Levante David racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a third and long. He's going to air it deep for Woods. And that is incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a... basketball team is playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
At the 28-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go again to Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. On 3rd down, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald with a sack. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Goff. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun. Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Check 50, check 50. Hey, Shell.
Goff throwing again. Airing it out deep for one. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Zerline now for the PAT. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 45-yard line.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. So the solid run on 1st, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. Here's Jones. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
1st down, Buccaneers.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is Adams. Room here to run. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Check, lucky. Check,
Now Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, touchdown number 15 on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Mike 5-5. Hey, orbit.
Now a first down throw. Gone. Going up top for Cup. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. They got him in. It's Woods. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
To the air again. Goff. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is gone. And Woods has it complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, Goff. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
We ain't beginning to clear you up. Don't get nervous. Ric Flair. Hey, 58's the mic. Well, 58's the mic.
The Rams going for it on 4th. Gone. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe they're returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Sean Davis with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, it's Jones. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Watch the out. Switch.
On first down, Adams. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you've got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.